Day 12, Why Motivation is a Myth. The world has lied to you about how greatness is achieved. We are bombarded with the idea that we need to feel like doing something before we actually do it. We wait for a spark, a sign, or a surge of emotional energy that we call motivation. But here's the cold hard truth. Motivation is a myth. It is a biological fluke, a fleeting chemical reaction in the brain that is as unreliable as the weather. If you base your life, your career, or your fitness on how you feel in the morning, you have already lost. True resilience and lasting momentum are not built on feelings. They are built on the refusal to let feelings dictate your actions. Think about the high-performance individuals you admire. You think they are constantly motivated. You think they wake up every single day with a burning fire in their chest. They don't. The difference between the elite and the mediocre is that the elite have replaced the myth of motivation with the reality of systems. They operate on a plane of existence where their mood is irrelevant to their output. Motivation is a fair weather friend. It's there when the sun is shining, when the coffee is strong, and when the goal feels new and exciting. But when the new car smell of a project wears off, when the muscles are sore, and when the bank account is low, motivation vanishes. This is where most people quit. They think because they no longer feel motivated, they are on the wrong path. In reality, that is exactly where the path actually begins. The moment motivation dies is the moment your character is born. We need to stop looking for inspiration and start looking for infrastructure. You don't need a motivational speech. You need a schedule. You don't need a life coach to tell you that you're special. You need a system that makes failure impossible. When you rely on motivation, you are a slave to your dopamine levels. When you rely on discipline, you are the master of your destiny. Momentum is not a reward for feeling good. It is a physical consequence of moving regardless of how you feel. We see this in the architecture of the most successful organizations in 2026. They don't hire people and hope they stay motivated. They build environments that demand execution. You must do the same for your own life. Treat your goals like a professional obligation, not a hobby. A professional shows up whether they feel like it or not. A professional understands that the work is the constant and the emotion is the variable. If you want to build a life of impact, you have to kill the version of yourself that needs to be hyped up to perform. You have to become a machine of consistency. This requires a level of mental toughness that most are unwilling to develop. It requires you to look your own laziness in the eye and move anyway. The myth of motivation is what keeps people in a cycle of starting and stopping, never gaining enough speed to break through the gravity of their own excuses. Today, we burn the bridge to that cycle. We stop asking, how do I get motivated? And start asking, what is the next required action? The answer to that question is all you ever need to know. Stop waiting for the spark and start building the engine. If you're ready to choose discipline over the myth of motivation, like this video and subscribe to keep building your momentum. We'll see you in the next one.